Instead of being the problem child, I think we can be one of the solutions. So it's exciting. I wish I had another 50 years, but probably don't. So there are lots of things that can be done. The question is often asked, how did I get into farming? And I guess I was born into it for one reason. We own about 1,600 acres. We're milking 462. We could go look in and see it changes every day. We're just scratching the surface on knowing what it's about. But compost has been Mother Nature's way of building soil. So we're trying to imitate, if you would, or do the same thing.
So the Vermont Phosphorus Innovation Challenge, or VPIC as we've been calling it, is one of a lot of strategies trying to get phosphorus that's going into Lake Champlain and other Vermont water bodies into better places, into better use. We do a lot of different ag and environmental projects, but where we've put a lot of focus is on compost aeration and heat recovery systems. So we directly see the impacts phosphorus and other pollution have had on the lake, and this is an opportunity for us to put some of our equipment and practices and knowledge to use. Specifically, we've tried to take some of the phosphorus concentrates and residuals, typically ag biomass residuals, most of them manure, that other companies have developed and produced, and then turn those materials into compost blends and other types of stabilized products that have a higher market value, both something on a high end that could be put in a bag and sold to people in and outside of Vermont, but also to people who would use these within Vermont, both for dairy forage applications as well as other specialty crops.
It makes a lot of sense. It's all about soil resiliency. It's about building the soil up. But we still have extra nutrients that are coming in here that we can manage in a different way to either go back onto the local farmland to help balance their plant nutrient needs, or we can export them to a larger community out of our watershed basins and replace fossil fuels.
We haven't figured this out yet, so we need to try things, fail some, but learn some in the process. I think this challenge for us has allowed us to network not only with great hosts like the Fosters and their composting enterprise, Vermont Natural Ag Products, but some of the other companies that are also working on this. Some of the solutions that are out there right now are challenging given the dairy economy for farms to invest in. So having this project happen not at the expense of a dairy farm allows some of the risk and learning to take place without a direct burden on a dairy operation.
The dairy helped us and carried us through a tough time, learning experience, and now we're trying to help the dairy survive.
I want my family to be able to swim in Lake Champlain. I want my neighbors to continue dairy farming. My business as well has been affected by the downturn in the dairy economy. How can this be something that creates jobs and is something that isn't just an interesting idea, but is going to be able to move phosphorus to better places rather than getting washed away into the lake?
There isn't another industry out there that has made as many improvements in efficiency. You can measure them different ways, but it's just phenomenal compared to any other industry. Yes, we can always do things better, and that's what we've been trying to do and demonstrate that we can do things better.
My sense is the majority of people still don't grasp the scale of the problem. When someone's dealing with their livelihood, it's a challenge, and you have to be respectful of that. Often farmers are strapped for time and would do more if they had more time.
There's a lot of misconceptions out there. And you can either be a pessimist or you can be an optimist. You sort of can straddle the line too, probably, but you don't get anywhere by looking backwards. Anyway, it's been an exciting period for me. I can walk away, I think, and say, okay, maybe I helped make this a better place. I think all of us in the dairy business kind of want to do that.